Having made their debut in Borderlands 3, both BALEX and GenIVIV were AI owned by the Jacobs Corporation. Now, this history video is going to be a little bit different than the others that I've done, as it includes two characters at the same time. Usually I would cover just one, but both of their stories are almost solely intertwined with each other without branching off enough to warrant separating the two of them. So these two enter the era of history in Jacobs run by Montgomery, third CEO and Wainwright's father. He was in command of a battleship called the Family Jewel. It was his own personal ship meant to represent the new generation of Jacobs. Most of his budget was spent on buying the ship itself, but along with it he sought to adapt with the advances of modern day. While the Jacobs Corporation doesn't deal with the creation of modern technology such as AIs, he did think that they could prove useful. He invested into a very expensive Maliwan security AI known as GenIVIV. She has over 200 different personalities, but the one Montgomery took a liking to was her bratty and immature setting.
Confounded instruction manual! Why can't they write these damn things in cursive? It's barbaric what they've done to fonts these days, lopping off serifs like the heads of wise men.
It looks like you're having trouble installing me. Do you need some help?
Oh, hell, what is this crap? She gonna talk now? I got enough cold, loveless people in my life. Thank you kindly.
I can change that. I am equipped with over 200 different personalities. Is this better, cutie?
Well, why, yes. Yes, it is. Don't tell Maggie about this, will you, darling?
Having spent most of his money on both the ship and GenIVIV, he needed to cut costs somewhere, and so he chose to do it with his navigation AI, BALEX. He was cheap and manufactured by Tedior, a sort of laughingstock amongst the megacorporations.
Well, I just about blew my AI budget on that Maliwan combat unit. Talks real nice, though. I guess this budget Tedior nav system will do the trick for now. Hey, wake up!
Oh, hey, man. What's good?
What's good is you saving me a crap load of cash, you hear? Now, I know you and GenIVIV are from different manufacturers, but I want you two to get along.
Hi there.
Oh, you need me to drive this fine-ass ship around with this fine-ass lady at my side? I definitely got this.
You definitely got this.
All right, this is getting uncomfortable. I'm just gonna walk away now.
Though BALEX isn't the AI's designated name, Montgomery couldn't decide if he wanted to name him Barry or Alex, so he combined them into BALEX.
Alright, my old man Jacobs couldn't decide whether he wanted to call me Barry or Alex, so he ended up calling me BALEX. I know it's not the coolest origin story.
The Family Jewel was used to travel many places. BALEX would navigate and GenIVIV would kill things there. Constantly being in the presence of each other and coordinating so well with one another, the two over time got along quite well. So much so that they entered a relationship. Somehow. Montgomery, with his current travels done for the time being, left his ship in orbit of Eden 6 and went back to business elsewhere on the planet. He had also stashed one of Eden 6's vault key fragments on board the Family Jewel for security reasons. Over time, the relationship between BALEX and GenIVIV was destined to fail, as in the words of BALEX, the two were just from different manufacturers. Fast forward in time, and Montgomery eventually gets killed by the Calypso twins. This leaves BALEX and GenIVIV alone within their own failed relationship, and the two went through a messy breakup. BALEX accidentally wound up crashing the Family Jewel on Eden 6's surface, which then infects GenIVIV with Ratch, an STI joke. No longer being able to stand each other's presence, constantly bickering and fighting, GenIVIV took BALEX's software and shoved it into a stuffed bear and jettisoned him out of the ship. BALEX was pretty much useless without anyone to assist him now, but GenIVIV took up an opportunity of her own. Aurelia Hammerlock, in pursuit to take over the Jacobs Corporation, learns of the vault key fragment on board the Family Jewel. She strikes a deal with GenIVIV that if she gives her the vault key, she'll get her on board a dreadnought, which she agrees to. BALEX has a huge problem with this because it's clearly a betrayal of the Jacobs family, one of which he's become loyal to. So when the events of Borderlands 3 take place, a reunion is set in motion. The Vault Hunters are in pursuit of the Vault Keys before Tyreen can get to all of them, and while on Eden 6, they uncover the hidden pieces Montgomery spread around. So when they head off to claim the one in the family jewel, they come across BALEX, who's more than happy to help friends of the Jacobs family, but also to get back at his ex. The family jewel, since its crash, has become overrun by ratchets and other wildlife, making the journey through it more perilous, along with Genevieve's security measures. BALEX navigates the characters pretty much all the way through the family jewel, even picking himself up a little body upgrade along the way, but promptly ruining that. Genevieve, while this is all happening, winds up taking the vault key fragment and also downloading herself into a new body to fight the characters. BALEX winds up sacrificing his own new upgrade to weaken hers, where the Vault Hunters are capable of fighting her off and claiming the vault key. Without any further use on Eden 6, BALEX is accepted in joining the Crimson Raiders aboard Sanctuary 3 as their new navigation AI. But before anyone can celebrate, Genevieve not only survived her mech's destruction, but also jumped aboard Sanctuary 3, hijacking its controls. While she attempts to fly the ship and everyone in it to an asteroid field, BALEX stops her by jamming her into a hard drive. Marcus then takes claim to it, saying he knows exactly what to do with her. BALEX suggested installing her into a toilet, but the fate of Genevieve is still largely a mystery. Many fans believe the shield she drops at her boss fight, labeled Messy Breakup, is what happened to her after the fact. The shield, similarly to many guns from Borderlands' past, will talk to you via Genevieve's voice as a personality, akin to if her AI were installed into it. But considering it's not a reward you are given directly from Marcus and rather a drop, the fact that he kinda just walks away with her and never mentions it again is where the confusion lies. The true canonical fate of Genevieve, I would say, is still a mystery. As for BALEX, he now serves as navigator of Sanctuary 3, looking out for all the characters and making sure everything on the ship is going according to plan. But anyway guys, that does it for the history of BALEX and Genevieve. Another fun fact about BALEX is his stuffed body is the same that Angel had when she was a kid. It's a stuffed toy based off of a Thracian Tetra Bear. BALEX is also voiced by Ice-T, if you are somehow unaware of that. Definitely two peas in a pod they are. You could see why they got together and why they broke up. But if there are any other characters you'd like to see me do the history of, then be sure to let me know in the comments below, and until next time, I'll see you in the next video.